day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. How have we been? Hope you've been doing very well. Yes, it's been a long while, and all said and done, we're back again. Yes, and this should serve as a sort of sensitization and also a sort of enlightenment for all viewers and all inhabitants or all citizens of Nigeria all over the world. All right, now listen to this. Few months ago, first on the list of my updates is this. Few months ago, I gave you an update on the Department of the State Security, and that update was focused on the Director General of the State Security, Yusuf Magaji Bichi. Now, that particular update was talking about a sort of perceived dormancy in the DSS, and then a sort of perceived illegality in the DSS, and illegal promotions in the DSS, and then and all sort of retainment of retired officers, lack of promotions, lack of welfare for staff and personnel, and all that. Now, I have come up to say with no equivocation whatsoever that those updates were actually false. Okay, now this is because there were little or no researches made before those updates, that particular update came on board, and those updates were actually peddled by few people who did not really research well, or who did not really lay their hands well on useful information or unreliable information before bringing off those updates. All right, so I am using this opportunity to let our viewers know that the updates on the DGSS boss, that's Yusuf Magaji Bichi, on the dormancy and all I've mentioned, all those updates were false because I didn't research well, and I didn't cross my T's and dot my I's before I made that particular update. Yes, precisely, those updates should be like I think December last year, 2023, or sometime in January. Yeah, so this should serve as a sort of enlightenment. So please, for the records, disregard any update that has come up about the GGSS boss, that's Yusuf Magaji Bichi, because all those updates were false, and I did not verify, I did not research, I did not make I did not make useful and very strong analysis and research before I brought those updates on board. Okay, so please, this should serve as sort of sensitization to everyone watching this right now. And I want to also use this opportunity to throw my heart, my heartfelt or my very very strong apologies to the Department of the State Security, and then to the Director General of State Security, Yusuf Magaji Bichi, and to all other personnel. All right, to the Department of State Security as a whole, to all personnel, to all commands in the 36 states. All right, to please forgive me and pardon me for that mishap on my part, because that was a very strong mishap on my part. I should have researched well before peddling or before bringing such updates that were false. Okay, I should have at least done my homework well as a vlogger, and I should have crossed my T's and dotted my I's and confirm or verify the truth, okay, or the authenticity in such updates before bringing it to the general public. So I am formally tabling my apologies to most especially the DGSS Yusuf Magaji Bichi, okay, and the other personnel in all commands in all the 36 states, okay, and the state capital, and then to individual personnel. All right, wherever you are, wherever you're hearing this from, please take this as a form of formal apology, not just to the agency or to the service, but also to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to the federal government. All right, because this actually is something I should have done. All right, I should have researched and I should have confirmed my updates before bringing those news to you. So please take this as a form of apology. Thank you so much for staying this far to listen to this. But I have something very important to tell you about the Department of the State Security. Stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is still Angelo. Thanks for joining us and thanks for staying tuned with us this far. All right. Yes, I was talking about my apologies and my lack of research on the update that brought about the state security, that brought about the update on the state security, the dormancy, the perceived stagnation, and all that. Please, those were false. Disregard all those updates on the DSS and the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the whole personnel of the DSS. All right. Yes, please, this should serve as a formal apology. Okay. And first of all, I perceived that update incited the public against the DSS and against the Federal Republic, and I am coming out to tell you vehemently that please, we shouldn't really take it too far. All right, I was the cause and I was at fault. All right, please, so you should find it in your hearts to forgive me, fellow Nigerians, and the various security agencies, whichever security agencies any personnel belongs to. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. All right, not just the DSS, other security agencies, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Air Force, and all of that. Please, I'm very, very sorry. Now, did you know that the Department of the State Security has been dedicated to, serving Nigerians in the most efficient way and the most authentic way? Now, if you don't know, I think what you don't know, you don't know. So you need to know, so you will enlighten yourself more. All right. Now, if you don't know really what this particular agency has been up to all the while, all right, though they are called the Secret Service, but they have been up to lots of things that you don't even know. Now, these are their functions, and this is what they have been dedicated to doing for a very long period of time. All right. Now, first of all, the DSS is dedicated immensely to the prevention and to the detection or the detect of any crime against the internal security of the country, Nigeria. All right. Secondly, the DSS is dedicated, wholeheartedly to the protection and preservation of all non-military classified matters concerning the internal security of the country, Nigeria, of course. All right. Now, not just that, they didn't just stop there, or they don't just stop there. They also go further to, to indulge in the prevention, detection, and investigation of threats of espionage, subversion, sabotage, terrorism, separatist agitation, intergroup conflicts, economic crimes of national security dimension, and threats of law and order. And this is what they have been doing all this time, and this is what they are on. Because without them, and in conjunction with other security outfits and agencies, I think we will have been nowhere. So kudos to this Department of State Security. All right. Now, they are also dedicated to the provision of protective security for designated principal government functionaries, sensitive installations, and visiting dignitaries. Of course, we've not really had issues with this part of the country because they have been dedicatedly doing these jobs well. And they are also dedicated to the provision of timely advice to the government on every matters of national security interest. And finally, not the least though, they are dedicated to, keeping law and order and to other functions, that may from time to time be assigned to it by the government. All right. So these and many more are the immense or the dedicated jobs and functions of the Department of the State Security. All right. So these people are not as I have portrayed them to be, or this particular agency are not as I have portrayed them to be. And I'm using this as a form of apology to please ask for pardon from not just the DSS, from the federal government, and from other security outfits. All right, that directorate is actually a department have offended, all right, by peddling a very, very strong and offensive news that was not true, especially against the DG of that particular directorate. This should serve as a formal apology. Thank you so much for staying with us, all right, and thank you so much for keeping faith with Nation Voice Tower for a very, very long time now, all right. See you next time, but don't forget, keep out of trouble. Bye.